Lincoln has mentioned multiple times in the last couple of weeks how much of a weapon you've been for the team and the best punter in the country. What does it mean to hear from him, the compliments of your game so far this year?
It's great. I think it's just us with the work I put in this year. For him to think so highly of me, it feels great. To know that I'm making a positive impact on the team, I think, it just feels very good.
I think the most impressive thing to me is how many you've had inside the 20 without a touchback this season. What goes into the art of that for you?
Kind of just knowing the scenario, knowing how much I got to put on the punt, kind of how the returner's behavior is, part of it is studying film, and then and also knowing the conditions of the day. If I know I have a tailwind or a wind to the face, I know how much extra I got to put on, or how the ball is going to be affected by the weather that day. But at times it's luck, but I feel like most of it is preparation this year. So.
I think Lincoln the other day shouted out the coverage unit as well, of that being a big part of your success. What would you say to that?
Absolutely, yeah. Just look at this last game. Hank was right on the guy for 2 of them, forced a pair of catches. When you got guys flying down there, it makes my job a whole lot easier. So those guys have been great all year. So.
Is momentum a thing for punters as well, maybe in game or in season?
At times, if you feel confident, you're probably going to keep it rolling in a game. But even myself, I feel like sometimes obviously you want to practice well, but I'm in such a mindset of taking each rep on its own that I feel even, how I practice a week really doesn't dictate how I play in a game, and even how I do in pregame doesn't dictate how I do in a game. It's always taking every rep one at a time. So there is a degree of momentum to it, but it's a yes and no to that. I would say.
Have you ever been more confident than you are now?
In training sometimes, but in season I definitely feel the most calm, cool, collected I have. I feel very good right now.
You seem like someone that even when you're having success, always looking for the next thing to improve. What is that for you right now?
Just keeping with consistency. I think I can always be better. Even if I have a great game on paper, I know I can always do better. There's always another level I can get to, and I think honestly the only time I'll ever be happy is if I'm a Pro Bowler. Honestly, that's kind of the goal I've had for myself. That's what I want to do. I've kind of basically everything these last few years that I've set my mind to I've accomplished. So I know there's always levels that I can keep on improving. So, yeah.
Do you feel like, have you heard much about whether an NFL could be in your future here, the close future, or is that something that you're not really thinking about till after the season?
Definitely not really thinking about that till after the season. Just keep on putting myself in a good position, keep on working hard, and I know that those things will come to me if that's what's meant for me. So definitely not really thinking about that at all. Just thinking about being consistent, keeping up my work, definitely. So.
Sorry if this was asked, but no touchbacks on the year. Is that something you're thinking about? I don't have one, but obviously it'd be nice.
Not really. I'm always looking to get aggressive, try to get them inside the 5. But I think it would be really cool to finish the season with no touchbacks. I think I'm at over 50%, but if I were able to finish the season at 60% inside the 20 with no touchbacks, that'd be pretty unheard of as a punter. So I think that'd be really fun to do this year. So.
Do you have a favorite punt of the year so far?
Favorite punt of the year? My first one, I guess, LSU. There was so much of my training in the off season where I basically, at the end of the practice, I'd set a situation for myself. I say, all right, first punt of the season, LSU. What am I going to do with it? Kind of as a way to get myself locked in and prepare for game scenarios. So to go out there, crush the first punt of the season that I kind of been visualizing all season, I think that was definitely the best one for me. So.